Tobias on the hill. Tobias on the hill.
When I first moved out here, and you have to have a contemporary monologue, and I would just make them up. I would improvise them, and I would write them. And then people were like, "What is that from?" And I was like, "Oh, it's from The Miracle of Oliver." You haven't heard of it? Oh, it was off London somewhere. It was in a bar. So I mean, whatever. I made up some.
That's really good.
And I would just do that because I was like, nothing really fit what I was doing. Oh, I want to write a thing about a really horrible manager at Pottery Barn, and no one's writing that in theater,
But
so,
we're all.
But we all know that person,
yeah,
and I'm like, I know that person. I'm working at Pottery Barn.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I was like, I want to do that, and that was what Groundlings taught me. It gave me that freedom to be like, write what you know.
On this episode of Tobias on the Hill, from Comedy Central, actor Drew Droege.
Who is your most popular drag character?
Oh, well, definitely the Chloe 7-8 thing.
Chloe, okay, yeah.
When she's in LA, I know where she is at all times. I get so many texts and Facebook messages and tweets and oh my God, Chloe's here. Come here. I'm like, that's the place I'm not going to go. I'm not a crazy person. I'm not going to run around and stalk Chloe 7-8. I've irritated her enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've done enough for her. Why would I? I mean, I appreciate knowing so that I know where, because I don't want to bombard her.
Yeah.
I've also been asked to do a lot of things that I've turned down as Chloe because I think they're really disrespectful to her. I've been invited to premieres of her to show up in Chloe drag and to ambush her on the red carpet, and I would never do that.
It's a little much.
And it's also not what I'm going for. Yeah. That's not the comment I'm trying to make, and it's also that's horrible to do at her premiere of her movie. Some not even drag queen, some booger sketch. Late 30s, struggling to rub it together. Actor comes in hey. No, I'm not going to do that to her. I'm in a Paramount movie called Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, which comes out at Halloween.
Yeah.
And it's a blast.
Scout as in Boy Scout?
Boy
or
Scouts.
Scout? Okay.
So it's Boy Scouts versus zombies. I play a very drunk, very homeless, very musical person. A true actor has to act all the time and has to be doing it all the time. It's a drug. You have to just be constantly staying busy and doing it. Even when for me, if I have a free night, I'm like, oh, I get to go do something. Even when I'm dreading it and going, oh my God, and I'm like, what would I rather be doing right now? Right. There's really nothing.
Right.
I take a vacation and after 2 days, I'm like, all right, I gotta get back.
Yeah.
So I'm very lucky. I love what I do, and I want to do it for the rest of my life. When you're having a good time, it's infectious. People can tell. Yeah. Everything I've had success with has been stuff that I've loved doing.
Yeah.
Anything that I've labored and been we have to make this happen, we have to do this, we have to win. It's a nightmare. We fought the whole time. It never works. Yeah. It never turns into anything for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Even if it has initial success, it long term doesn't live. Yeah. My favorite characters, my favorite projects have all come from just actually relaxing and just letting go and doing what you do and playing.
How did everything go with Golden Girls?
Talk about legit drag queens. Jackie Beat and Sherry Vine joined the likes of Sam Pancake, who's more in my speed of character sketch drag, and I, as the four of us were the Golden Girls. It's very lonely out here, just in general, being an artist, being an actor, being a comedian, being gay, being single, whatever, you fill in the blank, and then having this community of talented, lovely people. And we found that at the Golden Girls. Everyone thought we would be at each other's throats because it's so many personalities.
Yeah.
Backstage. It's four egomaniacal, narcissistic nightmare creatures. And yet we loved each other so much. There was so much respect there.
Yeah.
It was borderline boring backstage. I mean, we were laughing the whole time. I mean, but we were never, there was no drama, and you get a sense of that's how it should be. It's a fun job, even for as painful as it can be, as poor as you can be, as much as you feel misunderstood at times, or no one's calling. You, always have the ability to get friends together and make what you love, Right. Yeah. Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I have $6,000?
Yes.
And a ride to the hospital.
You're like, so, actually.
I'm not doing what I was lying. I don't believe anything I was saying. It's kind of live in that doghouse.
Emmy's gonna have nowhere to go.
I let her go. I need to live there. I need to live in your dog's house. It's fine.
It's actually all just going apart. I'm so lonely.
I don't know any of these people. Where I'm going.
Cute Emmy.
If you enjoyed this interview, leave a comment or press the like button. Click on one of our previous episodes above, and don't forget to subscribe to Tobias on the Hill.